Hi everyone. Welcome to Fluent English Journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for daily English tips. Today, we are going to talk about phrasal verbs and useful English expressions that you can use in everyday situations, especially at restaurants. Imagine you walk into a warm, friendly restaurant. The lights are soft, the smells are inviting, and the atmosphere feels comfortable. You look around, feeling relaxed, and find a place to sit. You take your seat and get ready to speak English in a calm and confident way. Even though conversations in restaurants can seem advanced, the English you need is actually very simple once you understand it clearly. When the server comes to your table, the first part of the conversation usually starts with polite greetings. These greetings are very important because they create a friendly and respectful mood. For example, the server might say, "Good evening. How many people are joining you today? Do you already have a reservation?" These questions are basic, but they're used in almost every restaurant. So, it is useful to know them well. As a customer, you can answer in full sentences to sound confident and polite. For example, "Yes, I have a reservation under the name Daniel. We are 2 people and we would like a quiet table near the window." Speaking in complete sentences helps the server understand exactly what you want. After you sit down, the server will bring the menu. Now the conversation shifts to choosing your food. If you want advice on what to order, you can ask polite and natural questions like, "What dishes do you recommend today? Which meals are the most popular among customers?" These questions are simple but sound advanced and polite. They also show that you are interested in the restaurant's best options. If you have dietary preferences or allergies, you can explain them clearly. For example, "I have a food allergy and I want to make sure this dish does not contain nuts. I prefer vegetarian meals. Could you please tell me which options are suitable?" These statements help the server understand your needs and make your experience safe and comfortable. When you are ready to order, use complete sentences to sound polite and confident. "I would like the grilled chicken with vegetables, please. I want to try the pasta, but I prefer it without cheese." Adding polite phrases makes your order even better. For example, "Could you please bring me a glass of water? May I have some extra napkins?" Most servers really appreciate this polite way of speaking. While waiting for your food, you might need to get the server's attention again. Maybe you need more water, or you remember a question about your order. In this case, make eye contact or gently raise your hand. There is no need to shout or wave. A simple smile and polite gesture are usually enough. When the server returns, continue speaking calmly and respectfully. Restaurant conversations may feel tricky at first, but with practice, you will feel comfortable. The key is to stay polite, speak clearly, and use complete sentences. Sometimes, you may need to ask the server something while waiting. You can say, "Excuse me, may I speak with you for a moment? I would like to check on my order, if possible." These sentences are short, polite, and easy to remember. They help you get what you need without sounding rude or impatient. When your food arrives, it is polite to say thank you. A simple, "Thank you very much," shows respect and makes the interaction friendly. If your food is not exactly what you expected, explain politely. "I ordered the salmon, but this looks like a different dish. The steak is a bit undercooked. Could it be cooked a little more, please?" These polite sentences help the server understand your needs without creating tension. After finishing your meal, you will need to ask for the bill. You can say, "Could I have the bill when you have a moment? I am ready to pay, and I would like the check, please." If you want to pay by card, you can say, "I would like to pay by card. Could you please confirm if the machine is working?" If you want to leave a tip, you can say politely, "I would like to leave a tip. Could you please add it to the card payment?" Speaking clearly and politely shows respect and good manners. Simple restaurant conversations may feel advanced at first, but using clear, calm, and polite expressions makes a big difference. This shows confidence and strong communication skills. The more you practice speaking in complete sentences, the more comfortable you will feel in any restaurant or dining situation in an English-speaking country. Restaurants can also be a place to enjoy friendly conversation. You can talk with the server or your friends while waiting for food. Simple phrases like, "How is your day going? Is this your first time at this restaurant?" These friendly interactions make the experience more enjoyable and give you extra practice with English. Welcoming and friendly restaurant staff often enjoy small conversations with customers, which helps you practice naturally. Remember, staying polite, calm, and confident is the key to speaking English in restaurants. With practice, you can enjoy your meals and communicate confidently anywhere. While you are waiting for your food at a restaurant, there are many ways to continue practicing English politely and naturally. One way is to ask questions about the menu in more detail. For example, you could say, "I am interested in this dish. Could you tell me what ingredients it contains? How is this dish usually served?" Asking questions like this shows curiosity and interest. It also gives you more chances to practice speaking politely in English. Even in casual restaurant settings, practicing polite sentences, complete questions, and small talk can make a big difference. The more you use them, the easier it becomes to speak confidently. Every time you go to a restaurant, you can try using different polite phrases and sentences to improve your English. Over time, these simple restaurant conversations will feel natural, and you will enjoy both the food and the friendly interactions around you. Sometimes, when you look at the menu, you may not know what is in a dish. In this case, it is polite to ask the server for details. You can say, "I am not sure what ingredients are included. Can you explain it to me? I would like to know if the sauce on this dish is spicy or mild." Questions like these help you practice using complete and polite sentences. They also show that you are paying attention and care about what you are ordering. When your food arrives, it is polite to comment and show your appreciation. You can say, "This looks wonderful, thank you. Everything smells delicious. I am excited to try it." These sentences are short, easy to remember, and allow you to practice speaking in a friendly way. After tasting your food, you can also describe what you like. For example, "You cooked the vegetables perfectly. They are tender but still have a nice crunch. The pasta is flavorful and the sauce has a great balance of herbs." Speaking this way helps you express your opinion clearly while remaining polite and respectful. During your meal, you might want to ask for small adjustments or extra items. You can do this politely with sentences like, "Could I get a side of bread with my meal? I would like an extra serving of sauce if possible." Using complete sentences makes your requests clear and easy to understand. It also gives you practice combining phrases naturally in conversation. Sometimes, you may notice something missing at your table. In this case, you can say, "Excuse me, could you bring some salt and pepper, please? I would like another glass of water if it is not too much trouble." These sentences are polite and helpful. They also teach you cultural etiquette, which is important in dining situations. Speaking politely in these small moments makes the overall dining experience smoother and more comfortable. Many restaurants offer daily specials or new dishes. It is common and polite to ask the server for more information. You could say, "Could you tell me more about today's special? I am curious about the chef's recommendation for today." When the server explains the dish, it is a chance to continue speaking politely and ask follow-up questions like ingredients, portion sizes, or spiciness. These questions help you practice complete sentences while showing interest and attentiveness. Engaging in conversation during your meal is not only helpful for communication, but it also improves your English naturally. Every question, comment, or request gives you the opportunity to practice polite expressions and use full sentences. Over time, these small conversations will become easier, and your English will sound more confident and natural. By the end of the meal, you will notice that speaking politely, Asking questions, expressing appreciation, and commenting on the food are all important. These simple actions help you communicate well in English and also help you enjoy your meal more. Restaurants are excellent places to practice English in real life, while also learning about manners, culture, and social interaction. With regular practice, you will feel confident asking questions, making requests, and sharing opinions in any English-speaking restaurant. When the server or a friend suggests a dish, it is polite to respond with appreciation. For example, "That sounds amazing. I would like to try it. Thank you for the suggestion. I think I will order that." These simple sentences help you practice active listening, responding politely, and using full sentences. Showing appreciation makes the conversation friendly and smooth. When you dine with friends or family, the conversation often moves from the food itself to more general topics. This is a great chance to practice asking and answering questions naturally. For example, "Have you been to this restaurant before? What is your favorite dish here?" These questions encourage natural conversation and allow you to practice using the past tense and descriptive adjectives to explain your experiences. You can also describe your dining experience using complete sentences. "I have tried many dishes here, and I think the pasta is my favorite. The atmosphere is very pleasant, and the music makes the place feel relaxing." Practicing sentences like this strengthens your ability to speak confidently about your experiences while sharing your opinions politely. Sometimes, you may want to compliment the chef or the restaurant in a more formal and respectful way. You can say, "I want to express my appreciation for the excellent meal. Please convey my compliments to the chef because the food was outstanding." These polite compliments not only make the staff happy, but also help you practice advanced, respectful English in real-life situations. Sometimes, restaurant English sentences may feel a little advanced, but they are very useful. They help you practice formal expressions that are appropriate in public or professional settings. Complimenting politely also shows cultural awareness, which is very important in English-speaking countries. If something goes wrong with your meal, it is important to handle it politely and clearly. For example, if you receive the wrong dish, you could say, "Excuse me, I think I received the wrong meal. Could you please check my order? I ordered the grilled salmon, but this looks like a chicken dish." If a dish is not cooked properly, you can politely explain, "The steak is a bit undercooked for my preference. Could it be cooked a little more, please?" These sentences are polite, clear, and effective. They show that you can handle problems confidently without being rude. Using full sentences in all parts of a meal, whether ordering, asking questions, making requests, giving compliments, or handling problems, helps you practice complete, polite English in real-life situations. Speaking politely and clearly is an important skill because it shows respect, confidence, and cultural awareness. Dining at a restaurant also gives you the chance to practice a variety of English skills. You can ask questions about the menu, describe your food, share opinions about the atmosphere, engage in friendly conversation. Each interaction, from thanking the server to complimenting the chef, is an opportunity to practice advanced yet simple English in a comfortable and realistic way. The more you practice these sentences, the easier it becomes to communicate naturally, politely, and confidently in any English-speaking dining environment. By using polite phrases, full sentences, and descriptive language, you can make restaurant conversations enjoyable and effective. You will feel confident ordering, interacting with staff, and sharing your opinions. Over time, speaking politely and clearly will become second nature, helping you feel relaxed and capable in any restaurant or social dining situation. Sometimes, after receiving your meal, you might notice a small problem with the food. In that case, it is important to speak politely and clearly. You can say, "Could it be cooked a little more? I believe my pasta is missing some ingredients. Could you please check it?" Using full sentences like these helps you practice problem-solving language in a polite and confident way. Speaking politely shows respect and makes it easier for the server to help you. After finishing your meal, asking for the bill is the natural next step. You can say, "When you have a moment, may I have the check, please? I am ready to pay. Could you bring the bill?" If you want to pay by card, you can add sentences like, "I would like to pay by card. Could you tell me if there is a place to add a tip? I would like to split the bill between 2 people. Is that possible?" These sentences are practical in real-life situations and help learners combine polite requests with transactional English. They are very useful in restaurants and other service settings. When the meal is over, it is polite to thank the server and leave a compliment. You can say, "Thank you very much for your service. It was excellent. I really enjoyed my meal. Please give my compliments to the chef." Using these phrases allows you to finish the conversation politely and leave a positive impression. Small talk on your way out is another chance to practice English. For example, "I hope you have a great evening. It was a pleasure dining here. I will come back soon." These phrases make interactions friendly and natural, and they help you feel more confident speaking English in social situations. Restaurants also give learners the opportunity to practice making reservations in advance. You can call the restaurant and begin politely. "Hello, I would like to make a reservation for 2 people this Friday evening. I want to reserve a table for a birthday celebration next week." You can ask about availability using full sentences. "Do you have a table near the window? Is it possible to sit outside?" When confirming your reservation, you can continue using complete sentences. "Yes, I would like to confirm my reservation for Friday at 7 p.m. under the name Daniel." Using complete sentences in these situations helps you sound confident, polite, and professional. Practicing all parts of a restaurant experience, ordering food, asking questions, handling problems, paying the bill, giving compliments, making small talk, and booking a reservation, gives learners many opportunities to use complete, polite, and natural English sentences. Speaking clearly and respectfully in all these situations builds confidence and helps you communicate effectively over time. Using polite and complete sentences in restaurants will feel natural. You will be able to enjoy your meal, interact with staff and friends, and practice English at the same time. By combining polite expressions, full sentences, and descriptive language, you can become confident in all aspects of dining in an English-speaking environment. Using full sentences, polite expressions, and descriptive language allows you to handle any restaurant situation with confidence. From asking questions about the menu, making requests, giving compliments, handling minor problems, making reservations, to engaging in small talk, you will have the tools to communicate clearly and politely. Practicing these sentences often will make speaking English in restaurants or other social dining settings comfortable, natural, and enjoyable. When making a reservation over the phone, it is important to speak politely and clearly. For example, you can say, "Thank you. I will arrive at 7 p.m. and I am looking forward to dining with you." Using full sentences like this helps learners practice polite phone language and how to book a table properly. Speaking politely in these situations shows respect and creates a good impression. In more advanced situations, you can also practice asking detailed questions about menu items, such as ingredients, preparation, or taste. For example, "What ingredients are in the seafood risotto? Is the sauce homemade or store-bought?" These questions help you understand your food better while expanding your vocabulary. When the server explains, it is polite to respond with interest and appreciation. "That sounds delicious, and I think I will try it. Thank you for the information. I would like to order that dish." Using full sentences like these makes your conversation natural and polite while helping you learn new words. Drinks and beverages are also a common topic in restaurants. You can ask the server for recommendations politely. "Could you recommend a wine that goes well with the fish? I would like a non-alcoholic cocktail. What options do you have? When the server makes a suggestion, respond with complete sentences. That sounds perfect. I will try the white wine. Thank you. I think I will have the fresh lemonade. Practicing these sentences helps you build confidence in speaking about drinks, ordering politely, and making choices in English. Many restaurants also offer desserts. You can ask about them politely. What desserts do you recommend? I would like to see the dessert menu, please. When choosing a dessert, you can use full sentences. I will have the chocolate cake with ice cream. Could I try the fruit tart? It looks delicious. After tasting your dessert, it is polite to comment. This cake is rich and flavorful. The tart has a perfect balance of sweetness and tartness. These sentences help learners describe tastes and textures clearly while practicing polite conversation. You can also express preferences in a friendly and respectful way. I prefer chocolate desserts over fruit desserts. I usually enjoy light and fresh flavors after a meal. Using full sentences to express preferences helps you communicate clearly and politely. It also makes your opinions easy to understand. Practicing these types of restaurant conversations, ordering food and drinks, asking about ingredients, choosing desserts, and commenting politely gives learners many opportunities to use complete sentences, expand vocabulary, improve pronunciation, and develop confidence. With regular practice, conversations about food, drinks, and desserts will feel easy and natural. You will be able to ask questions, make requests, express preferences, and give compliments politely. Speaking this way improves your English and helps you feel confident and relaxed in social dining settings. Restaurants become excellent places to practice real-life English while enjoying a meal and interacting with staff or friends. When ordering food, it is important to express preferences clearly and politely. I prefer my steak medium rare, if possible. I usually enjoy lighter meals in the evening. You can also ask questions about portion sizes. Is the portion large enough for 2 people to share? How many servings does this dish provide? These questions help you learn quantifiers and practical vocabulary for real-life situations. Simple restaurant conversations also include expressions of gratitude and polite farewells. Thanking the staff is always important. Thank you for your excellent service. It made my meal very enjoyable. I appreciate your patience and kindness during my visit. When leaving the restaurant, you can use polite phrases. Have a great evening. I look forward to coming back soon. These sentences reinforce polite and socially appropriate communication, which is important for advanced English learners. Sometimes unexpected situations occur, such as a change in your order or a special request. In these cases, it is important to speak politely and clearly. I realized I forgot to mention I am allergic to peanuts. Could you adjust my meal? I would like to switch my order from chicken to fish. Is that possible? Using full sentences like these allows learners to practice problem-solving language and polite requests. Using full sentences, polite expressions, and descriptive language helps you handle any restaurant situation with confidence. This includes asking questions about the menu, making requests, giving compliments, handling minor problems, making reservations, and engaging in small talk. Practicing these sentences often will make speaking English in restaurants or other social dining settings comfortable, natural, and enjoyable. Restaurants also provide opportunities to practice storytelling and sharing experiences. This helps learners develop narrative skills and use the past tense. For example, when I visited this restaurant last year, I tried their special seafood platter, and it was amazing. My friends and I often come here for lunch because the food is consistently fresh and delicious. These sentences allow learners to describe past experiences, use descriptive adjectives, and speak confidently about their dining stories. In some situations, you may want to ask for recommendations from the server. Asking politely shows interest and helps you practice conversational English. Could you recommend a dish that is popular today? What do you suggest for someone who enjoys light meals? When the server responds, it is polite to answer with appreciation and interest. That sounds perfect. I would like to try it. Thank you for the suggestion. I will order that dish. These interactions give learners the chance to practice active listening, polite responses, and full sentences. Using strategies like expressing preferences, asking about portions, giving thanks, handling unexpected situations, sharing stories, and asking for recommendations helps learners feel confident in restaurant settings. Speaking politely and clearly in all situations shows respect, improves communication, and makes dining experiences more enjoyable. Restaurants are also a great place to practice future tense and planning. For example, you can ask for recommendations for future visits. Could you tell me which dishes are best for my next visit? I would like to know if there are any seasonal specials coming soon. These sentences help learners practice polite questioning and future tense while engaging naturally with restaurant staff. Combining questions, statements, and expressions of gratitude in full sentences makes your communication fluent and confident. During your meal, it is common to have longer conversations with dining companions. This is a great chance to practice asking questions and expressing opinions in full sentences. What do you think of the flavor of this dish? How's your pasta? Is it cooked well? You can also make polite comparisons. I think the grilled chicken is lighter and more flavorful than the pasta. The seafood platter has more variety, and the sauce complements the dish perfectly. These comparisons help learners practice adjectives, descriptive language, and expressing opinions clearly. It is also useful to talk about the restaurant environment. You can comment politely on the ambience, music, and decoration. The ambience here is very relaxing. Do you often come here? I really like the music. It makes the place feel comfortable. I like the decoration on the walls. It adds a nice touch. The lighting is perfect for a dinner conversation. These sentences help learners practice observational language and polite commentary while keeping the conversation natural and engaging. Sometimes servers may offer suggestions for food pairings, drinks, or side dishes. It is important to respond politely using full sentences. Thank you for your suggestion. I think I will try the white wine with my fish. I appreciate your advice. I will have the side salad as recommended. Using complete sentences shows respect, makes the conversation smooth, and allows learners to combine polite responses with new vocabulary. In addition to talking with staff, interacting with dining companions is also important. You can ask questions like, "Which dish do you like the most? Would you recommend this dessert for next time?" You can describe your own experience politely. I really enjoyed the seafood platter. The flavors were very fresh and balanced. The pasta was delicious, but I think I prefer the chicken next time. These sentences allow learners to practice expressing opinions, sharing experiences, and giving recommendations in polite, natural English. Overall, practicing these conversations, asking for recommendations, describing food and ambience, responding to suggestions, sharing stories, and talking with companions helps learners communicate fluently in restaurants. Using polite, full sentences, descriptive language, and active listening makes dining more enjoyable and builds confidence. Over time, these skills will feel natural, allowing learners to speak clearly and politely in any social or dining situation. Restaurants are perfect places to practice real-life English. You can ask questions, make comparisons, express appreciation, and engage in friendly conversation. When a server gives you a suggestion, it is polite to respond with a complete sentence. For example, "I think the wine you suggested will go well with the fish. I appreciate the suggestion. I will try the side salad along with my main dish." Using full sentences when responding helps learners practice conversational English with clarity and confidence. It also teaches how to acknowledge information politely and show interest in recommendations. When dining with friends or colleagues, it is common to talk about shared experiences. You can say, "This dish is perfect for sharing. It has enough for all of us. I really like the variety of flavors in the appetizers. It makes sharing more enjoyable." These sentences help learners practice plural nouns, quantifiers, and polite expressions in social dining situations. You can also discuss portion sizes politely. "The servings here are quite generous. We might not finish everything. I think the dessert portions are small, but very rich and flavorful." Talking about portions helps learners describe quantities naturally and politely, which is very useful in real-life restaurant conversations. Advanced learners can also practice expressing preferences politely. "I generally prefer lighter meals in the evening, so I will choose the salad. I usually enjoy spicier dishes, but I will try the mild option today." It is also important to ask questions about ingredients or preparation. "Does this dish contain dairy products? Is the sauce prepared fresh in the kitchen?" Asking questions politely in full sentences helps learners expand vocabulary, clarify information, and show respect to the staff. When the server brings the check, it is common to confirm payment politely. "I would like to pay by card. Is it possible to add a tip to the total? I would like to split the bill between 2 people. Is that okay?" Using full sentences in these situations allows learners to practice transactional English, combining politeness with practical communication. Using complete sentences in all parts of a restaurant visit, responding to advice, talking about shared experiences, discussing portions, expressing preferences, asking about ingredients, and confirming payment, helps learners speak naturally and confidently. Practicing these phrases regularly builds fluency, politeness, and social confidence. It also teaches learners to handle different dining situations, from casual meals with friends to formal dining experiences. By combining descriptive language, polite expressions, and complete sentences, learners can communicate clearly and enjoyably in restaurants. This allows them to interact smoothly with both staff and companions. Every restaurant experience becomes an opportunity to practice real-life English, expand vocabulary, and improve social and conversational skills. When dining with a group, it is common to split the bill. "Could you please split the bill between 3 people? Can we divide the payment among 4 cards?" These sentences are practical for real-life situations and help learners practice polite, clear transactional English. Using full sentences ensures your request is understood and shows respect for the staff. It is also important to express appreciation for the service. "Thank you very much for your attention. Everything was excellent. I really appreciate your help. The service was very friendly and efficient." Using complete sentences like these helps learners practice polite expressions and good manners in formal or casual dining situations. Gratitude is an important part of communication in English-speaking cultures. Sometimes learners need to ask about restaurant policies or special services. "Do you accept reservations for large groups? Is it possible to order takeout if I cannot finish my meal?" You can also inquire about payment options. "Do you accept credit cards? Can I pay with contactless payment?" Asking these questions politely helps learners feel confident and prepared for different modern restaurant situations. Describing your experience during or after the meal is another important skill. "The salmon was cooked perfectly, and the sauce had a wonderful flavor. I really enjoyed the dessert. The chocolate cake was rich and moist." Using full sentences like these allows learners to practice narrative skills, descriptive adjectives, and clear expression. Restaurants are excellent places to practice real-life English. You can ask questions, make comparisons, express appreciation, and engage in friendly conversation. When a server gives a suggestion, it is polite to respond with a complete sentence. "I think the wine you suggested will go well with the fish. I appreciate the suggestion. I will try the side salad along with my main dish. Using full sentences helps learners practice conversational English with clarity and confidence. It also teaches how to acknowledge information politely and show interest in recommendations. When dining with friends or colleagues, it is common to talk about shared experiences and make comparisons politely. This restaurant is more comfortable than the one we visited last week. I think the service here is faster and more attentive than other restaurants I have been to. These sentences help learners practice comparative forms while speaking naturally. It is also useful to practice questions and responses for follow-up visits. Could you tell me which dishes are most popular for future visits? Are there any seasonal specials coming soon? You can combine questions with appreciation. Thank you for your help. I am looking forward to trying these dishes next time. These interactions show politeness and interest, which are valued in English-speaking cultures. Practicing situations like splitting the bill, giving thanks, asking about policies, describing experiences, and planning future visits helps learners communicate fluently and confidently in restaurants. When visiting a restaurant, it is also useful to ask about popular dishes or seasonal specials. Which dishes are usually popular in the summer? I would like to know if you have any seasonal specials next month. Respond politely when the server answers. Thank you. I will definitely try that next time. That sounds delicious. I am looking forward to my next visit. Learners can also practice conversations about beverages, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. I would like a glass of red wine. Which one do you recommend? Could you suggest a refreshing non-alcoholic drink? Respond politely using full sentences. Thank you. I will try the Chardonnay you recommended. That sounds perfect. I will have the lemonade. You can also ask about pairings to enhance your meal. Which wine goes best with a steak? Is there a cocktail that complements the seafood dish? These sentences help learners practice advanced conversational skills, combining polite inquiry with practical vocabulary. Talking about drinks helps learners make informed choices and respond politely to suggestions. Another important skill is giving compliments and sharing feedback after the meal. I really enjoyed my dining experience. The food was excellent, and the staff was very attentive. Please tell the chef that I love the pasta. It was cooked perfectly and seasoned well. These sentences help learners practice polite praise and cultural awareness, using full sentences appropriate in English-speaking environments. Learners can also practice making special requests or reservations. I would like to reserve a table for next Friday evening. Could you prepare a small birthday arrangement for my friend? Using full sentences ensures clarity, politeness, and respect to the staff. When the restaurant responds, it is polite to reply with gratitude. Thank you very much. That will make the celebration perfect. I appreciate your help. It means a lot. These sentences help learners practice combining requests, gratitude, and future plans naturally. Overall, practicing questions, comparisons, expressing appreciation, talking about drinks, giving compliments, making reservations, and handling special requests helps learners communicate naturally, politely, and confidently in restaurants. Restaurants become a safe and friendly environment to improve English fluency, expand vocabulary, and develop cultural awareness. Learners may also need to clarify details about ingredients or dietary preferences. For example, I have a gluten intolerance. Could you suggest dishes that are safe for me? I do not eat meat. Could you tell me which vegetarian options are available? When the server explains, it is polite to respond with full sentences. That sounds perfect. I will choose the vegetable risotto. Thank you. I am glad there are several vegetarian options. These interactions provide excellent practice for polite questioning, understanding instructions, and expressing preferences in English. It is also useful to practice storytelling about previous restaurant visits. You can say, "Last week, I visited a new Italian restaurant, and the pasta was amazing." During my last visit here, I tried the grilled fish and it was very flavorful. Using past tense and descriptive sentences allows learners to practice narrative skills while keeping conversations engaging and natural. Sharing experiences in full sentences helps learners become more confident in English-speaking social situations. You can also express expectations for future visits. I hope to try the chef's special next time. I am looking forward to visiting this restaurant again because the food is consistently excellent. These sentences reinforce fluency and confidence in advanced English conversations. Expressing future intentions politely also allows learners to combine future tense, descriptive language, and gratitude naturally. When dining with colleagues or clients, it is common to combine polite conversation with professional language. I hope you enjoy the meal. I chose this restaurant because the food is excellent and the atmosphere is comfortable. You can also comment on the dining environment. The ambience here is very pleasant. I think it is perfect for a lunch meeting. I like the music. It makes the place feel relaxing and enjoyable. These sentences help learners use observational language politely while staying engaged in conversation. Additionally, learners can practice asking for suggestions or guidance during a business or social meal. Could you recommend a dish that is light but flavorful? Which dessert do you think would be best to share among the group? When the server responds, reply politely with full sentences. Thank you. That sounds perfect. I will order that. I appreciate your advice. It helps me make a better choice. These sentences allow learners to practice polite inquiry, active listening, and expressing appreciation naturally. By practicing special requests, dietary questions, past experiences, future plans, and polite business conversation, learners develop confidence in real-life dining situations. Using complete sentences, polite expressions, and descriptive language makes conversation smooth, professional, and enjoyable. Restaurants become not only a place to eat, but also a natural environment to practice advanced English, build vocabulary, and develop social skills in a polite and culturally appropriate way. When dining with friends, colleagues, or clients, it is helpful to explain why you chose a restaurant. I chose this place because the food is highly recommended. I wanted to choose a restaurant where we can have a relaxed discussion over lunch. These sentences help learners combine social and professional English naturally. You can also discuss preferences politely. Do you prefer light meals or heavier dishes? I thought you might enjoy the seafood platter. It is very popular. Using full sentences like these ensures clarity and confidence in English communication. Advanced learners can also practice cultural comments related to dining etiquette. In some countries, it is common to leave a tip of around 15%. I noticed that the table setting here is very organized and professional. These sentences allow learners to practice cultural commentary, descriptive adjectives, and polite expressions, which are important in formal or business dining situations. It is also useful to talk about personal habits and preferences. I usually try new dishes when I visit a restaurant. I prefer to order familiar meals to make sure I enjoy them. These examples help learners practice adverbs, modal verbs, and descriptive phrases in full sentences. Practicing these structures builds confidence and allows learners to speak naturally about their dining experiences. Advanced learners should also know how to politely ask for modifications to dishes. I prefer my steak medium rare. Could you cook it slightly longer? I would like the salad without onions. Is that possible? Using complete sentences ensures your request is clear and polite. When the server responds, you can continue with polite phrases. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. That sounds perfect. I will wait patiently for the adjustment. These conversations allow learners to practice conditional phrases and polite requests in real-life dining scenarios. It is important to know how to handle allergies or dietary restrictions politely. I am allergic to shellfish. Could you recommend a safe dish? I do not eat meat. Could you suggest which vegetarian options are available? These sentences teach learners how to communicate their needs clearly and respectfully. When the server provides advice or suggestions, it is polite to respond with full sentences. Thank you. That dish sounds perfect for me. I appreciate your help. I am glad there are safe options available. Practicing these interactions helps learners feel confident and prepared in any restaurant situation. Learners can also practice polite conversation about portion sizes and sharing food. Is this dish large enough to share between 2 people? I think the dessert portions are small but very rich and flavorful. These sentences help learners use quantifiers, descriptive language, and polite expressions naturally. You can also express personal preferences politely. I generally prefer lighter meals in the evening, so I will choose the salad. I usually enjoy spicier dishes, but I will try the mild option today. Practicing these sentences allows learners to speak confidently about their choices while remaining polite and conversational. By practicing restaurant choices, cultural comments, dietary requests, dish modifications, and portion discussions, learners develop confidence in advanced English dining conversations. Using full sentences, polite expressions, and descriptive language makes interactions clear, professional, and enjoyable. Over time, learners will be able to navigate social, casual, and business dining situations comfortably while speaking fluently and politely in English. When dining at a restaurant, it is important to ask about dietary restrictions clearly and politely. I do not eat gluten. Which meals are suitable for me? Asking in full sentences makes your request clear and shows respect for the server. When the server provides suggestions, respond politely. Thank you. That option works perfectly. I am glad there are alternatives. I will take that dish. These sentences are practical for real-life situations and help learners feel confident discussing personal needs in English. Learners can also practice asking for recommendations about drinks. Which cocktail do you suggest with this meal? I would like a non-alcoholic drink. What would you recommend? When the server gives suggestions, respond politely with full sentences. Thank you. I will try the mojito. That sounds refreshing. I will have the lemonade. These examples help learners practice conversational exchanges about preferences while showing politeness and appreciation. It is also useful to ask about food and drink pairings. Does this wine go well with fish? Which beverage pairs best with this dessert? These questions allow learners to expand vocabulary naturally and practice polite inquiry. Pairing questions are common in advanced English conversations and help learners sound confident in social and professional dining situations. Learners should also practice expressing opinions about the presentation of food. The dish looks very appealing. I cannot wait to try it. I like the way the chef arranged the vegetables. It looks beautiful. Commenting on presentation encourages learners to use descriptive adjectives, which is an important skill in advanced restaurant conversations. It is equally important to describe taste and flavors. The sauce is perfectly balanced, not too salty and not too sweet. The flavors in this dish are very complex and interesting. These sentences help learners talk naturally about sensory experiences and give detailed, polite feedback. Speaking this way improves confidence and makes conversations more engaging in English-speaking environments. During a meal, learners often need to request small additional items. Could I have an extra napkin, please? Would it be possible to bring some salt and pepper? These requests should always be polite and clear. Using complete sentences ensures your communication is professional, polite, and easy to understand. Learners can also practice ordering extra servings or adjustments to dishes. I would like an extra side of bread, please. Could I have some more sauce with my meal? Making these requests politely teaches learners to combine practical vocabulary, courteous expressions, and clear communication in real-life situations. Finally, learners can practice expressing gratitude for service. Thank you very much for your attention. Everything was excellent. I really appreciate your help. The service was very friendly and efficient. Using full sentences to show appreciation not only improves English skills, but also teaches cultural etiquette in dining situations. These skills are essential for both casual and professional conversations, helping learners feel confident in any restaurant environment. When you are at a restaurant, it is important to make small requests politely. Could it be possible to get a glass of water? These sentences are simple but very useful for practicing polite interaction and speaking in full sentences. You can also combine requests with gratitude, which makes your English sound natural and polite. Polite requests and extra items. When you need something extra during a meal, it is polite to use full sentences. Could I please have some extra utensils? Thank you very much. I would like a little more bread. I really appreciate it. Using sentences like these helps learners practice politeness and smooth conversation flow. Asking for clarification about the menu. Advanced learners can ask questions about the menu politely. Could you explain what ingredients are in the seafood risotto? I am curious if the sauce on this dish is spicy. When the server answers, respond politely. Thank you. I understand and I will order it. That sounds delicious. I think I will try that option. These conversations help learners combine asking questions, understanding information, and replying politely, which is crucial for natural English communication. Discussing portions. It is common to ask about portion sizes. Is this portion enough for 2 people to share? How many servings does this dessert provide? You can respond with, perfect. We will share it between us. That works. We can try it together. These exchanges practice numbers, quantifiers, and polite interaction. Expressing preferences in a group. When dining with others, it is important to consider preferences politely. I usually prefer lighter meals, but I am happy to share this dish. My friends often like spicier dishes, so I think we can order this one. It is also helpful to ask about dietary restrictions. Does anyone have allergies? Are there vegetarian options for everyone in our group? Follow-up responses can include, thank you for letting me know. I will make sure to order accordingly. Great. That option works for everyone, so we can include it in our order. These interactions teach problem-solving, polite conversation, and group communication skills. Expressing appreciation for service and food. Learners can practice gratitude using full sentences. Thank you very much for your help. Everything was excellent. I really enjoyed my meal. The staff was very friendly and efficient. Polite compliments leave a positive impression and are essential in casual and formal dining situations. Planning and coordinating orders. In a group, learners can practice teamwork and sharing. Shall we try this dish together? I think we can share this dessert among us. These sentences help learners practice polite discussion and collaboration. Asking about chef's recommendations or daily specials. It is polite to inquire about special dishes. What is the chef's recommendation today? Could you tell me about today's special? Respond politely. Thank you. That sounds amazing. I would like to try it. I appreciate the suggestion. I think I will order the special. These interactions practice listening, understanding, and replying politely. Complimenting the service. During a meal, learners can comment on service. The staff is very attentive. I am impressed. I really appreciate how quickly the dishes were served. The waiter was very friendly and helpful. I am glad the server explained the menu carefully. Complimenting the service reinforces good manners. Handling mistakes politely. If something goes wrong with your order, use polite full sentences. Excuse me, I think I received the wrong dish. Could you check? I ordered the chicken, but this seems to be fish. After the mistake is corrected. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. That is perfect. I am happy with the correction. These situations teach polite problem-solving language. Asking for the bill and payment. At the end of the meal, learners can practice transactional English. Could I have the check, please? I am ready to pay. Could you bring the bill? I would like to pay by card. Could you split the bill between two people? These sentences help learners communicate clearly and politely. Ending the visit politely. Express gratitude and leave a good impression. Thank you very much for your excellent service. I really enjoyed my meal. Please give my compliments to the chef. Include small talk while leaving. I hope you have a great evening. It was a pleasure dining here. I will come back soon. Asking about special services or future visits. Learners can inquire politely about special arrangements. Do you accept reservations for large groups? Could you prepare a birthday arrangement for my friend? When the staff responds, reply politely. Thank you very much. That will make the celebration perfect. I appreciate your help. It means a lot. Polite requests, allergies, and preferences. Learners can combine requests, gratitude, and future plans in natural conversation. I am allergic to peanuts. Could you suggest a safe dish? Which vegetarian meals are available? When the server responds, thank you. That option works perfectly. I am glad there are alternatives. I will take that dish. These interactions build confidence, expand vocabulary, and allow learners to communicate personal needs politely in English. Expressing appreciation and farewells. It is important to show gratitude and end conversations politely. Thank you very much. The food was excellent. I really enjoyed everything. Please give my compliments to the chef. Have a great evening. I look forward to visiting again soon. Thank you for your patience and excellent service. It was a pleasure dining here. I will come back soon. These sentences help learners practice natural conversation endings and cultural etiquette. Making reservations. Advanced learners can practice polite phone conversations. Hello, I would like to make a reservation for 4 people this Saturday. I am calling to reserve a table for a birthday celebration next week. Confirming the reservation politely. Thank you. I will arrive at 7 p.m. I look forward to dining at your restaurant. You can also ask about payment methods in advance. Do you accept credit cards? Is it possible to pay with contactless payment? Polite follow-up. Thank you. I wanted to confirm before I arrive. I appreciate your help. I am looking forward to dining. Ordering drinks and pairings. Learners can practice ordering beverages and responding politely. I would like a glass of red wine. Which one do you recommend? Could you suggest a refreshing non-alcoholic drink? Responding politely. Thank you. I will try the Chardonnay. That sounds perfect. I will have the lemonade. Asking about pairings politely. Which wine goes best with the steak? Is there a cocktail that complements the seafood dish? These sentences help learners expand vocabulary, reinforce polite expressions, and develop conversational confidence. Commenting on atmosphere and presentation. Learners can express opinions about the restaurant environment. The restaurant has a very cozy atmosphere. I feel comfortable. I really like the lighting and music. It makes the place very relaxing. The artwork on the walls adds a nice touch. The table settings are very elegant and professional. Commenting on food presentation. The presentation is very elegant. It makes the dish even more appetizing. I like the way the vegetables are arranged. It looks very appealing. These phrases allow learners to practice descriptive language and polite observations. Asking about ingredients and portion sizes. Polite questions about menu details. Could you tell me what ingredients are included in this dish? I am curious if the sauce is homemade. Responding politely. That sounds wonderful. I think I will try it. Thank you for explaining. I appreciate your help. Questions about portion sizes. Is the portion enough for 2 people to share? How many servings does this dish provide? Responses. Perfect. We will share it between us. That works. We can try it together. These sentences help learners practice comprehension, quantifiers, numbers, and polite communication. Discussing taste and sharing food. Commenting on taste and flavors. The steak is cooked perfectly. It is tender and flavorful. The sauce is balanced, not too salty or too sweet. Discussing sharing with companions. This dish is perfect for sharing. It has enough for all of us. I really enjoy the variety of flavors in the appetizers. It makes sharing more enjoyable. Polite portion discussions. The servings here are generous. We might not finish everything. The dessert portions are small but very rich and flavorful. These sentences help learners practice descriptive language, plural nouns, quantifiers, and polite conversation in social dining situations. Expressing personal preferences. Learners can politely express what they like or prefer. I generally prefer lighter meals in the evening, so I will choose the salad. I usually enjoy spicier dishes, but I will try the mild option today. These sentences help learners communicate personal choices politely and conversationally. Asking about ingredients or preparation. Polite questions about the menu. Does this dish contain dairy products? Is the sauce prepared fresh in the kitchen? Responses. That sounds perfect. I will choose the vegetable risotto. Thank you. I am glad there are several vegetarian options. These interactions build confidence in asking questions, understanding instructions, and expressing preferences. Storytelling about past visits. Using past tense to share experiences. Last week, I visited a new Italian restaurant, and the pasta was amazing. During my last visit here, I tried the grilled fish, and it was very flavorful. These sentences develop narrative skills while keeping conversation natural. Expressing expectations for future visits. Polite ways to talk about future dining. I hope to try the chef's special next time. I am looking forward to visiting this restaurant again because the food is consistently excellent. These phrases reinforce fluency and confidence. Giving constructive feedback. Polite compliments about food. The pasta was cooked perfectly and the flavors were excellent. I really enjoyed the seafood platter. It was fresh and flavorful. Practicing polite feedback helps learners communicate appreciation clearly. Asking about seasonal specials or recommendations. Polite inquiry about popular dishes. Could you tell me which dishes are usually popular in the summer? I would like to know if there are any seasonal specials next month. Responses to show appreciation. Thank you. I will definitely try that next time. That sounds delicious. I am looking forward to my next visit. These interactions combine questions, responses, and gratitude, essential for advanced fluency. Ordering drinks and asking for pairings. Polite ways to ask about beverages. I would like a glass of red wine. Which one do you recommend? Could you suggest a refreshing non-alcoholic drink? Responses. Thank you. I will try the Chardonnay. That sounds perfect. I will have the lemonade. Asking about pairings politely. Which wine goes best with the steak? Is there a cocktail that complements the seafood dish? These interactions expand vocabulary, reinforce politeness, and develop conversational confidence. Commenting on atmosphere and presentation. Polite observations about the restaurant. The restaurant has a very cozy atmosphere. I feel comfortable. I really like the lighting and music. It makes the place very relaxing. The artwork on the walls adds a nice touch. The table settings are very elegant and professional. Polite feedback on food presentation and taste. The presentation is very elegant. It makes the food even more appetizing. I like the way the vegetables are arranged. It looks beautiful. The sauce is perfectly balanced, not too salty and not too sweet. The flavors in this dish are complex and interesting. These sentences practice descriptive language, sensory vocabulary, and clear opinion expression. Making polite requests and modifications. Polite requests for extra items. Could I please have some extra utensils? Thank you very much. Would it be possible to get another glass of water? I really appreciate it. Polite modifications. I would like the salad without onions if possible. Could the sauce be served on the side, please? These sentences help learners practice conditional requests, polite problem solving, and dietary considerations. Communicating dietary needs. Learners can politely explain allergies or intolerances. I am allergic to peanuts. Could you recommend a safe dish? I have a gluten intolerance. Which meals would be suitable for me? Polite responses when the server provides suggestions. Thank you. That option is perfect. I am glad there are alternatives. I will take that dish. These exchanges help learners communicate personal needs confidently and politely. Paying the bill and expressing gratitude. Polite ways to request the check. Could I have the check, please? I am ready to pay. Could you split the bill between 3 people? Combine with appreciation. Thank you very much. The food and service were excellent. It was a pleasure dining here. Please give my compliments to the chef. These sentences practice transactional English, polite farewells, and cultural etiquette. Complimenting food and service. Polite compliments about food. The pasta was cooked perfectly and seasoned very well. I really enjoyed the grilled fish. It was fresh and flavorful. Polite compliments about service. The waiter was attentive and helpful. I appreciate how clearly the menu is explained. These phrases teach descriptive language, constructive feedback, and polite expressions. Group dining and sharing. Polite ways to discuss shared dishes. This dish is perfect for sharing. There is enough for everyone. I like the variety of appetizers. It makes sharing more enjoyable. Polite questions about preferences. Does anyone prefer lighter meals? Who would like to try dessert together? These sentences help learners practice plural nouns, quantifiers, and polite group communication. Planning future visits. Learners can practice discussing future meals or recommendations. Could you tell me which dishes are popular for future visits? I hope to try the chef's special next time. I look forward to visiting again because the food is consistently excellent. These sentences reinforce polite inquiry, gratitude, and future tense in conversation. 1. Future plans and recommendations. Learners can practice polite future expressions. I am looking forward to trying the chef's special next time. Which dishes do you recommend for my next visit? These sentences help learners practice future tense, polite inquiry, and planning in full sentences. 2. Paying the bill and farewells. Polite ways to request the bill. Could I have the check, please? I am ready to pay. Could you split the bill between 3 people? Combine requests with appreciation. Thank you very much. The food and service were excellent. It was a pleasure dining here. Please give my compliments to the chef. These interactions reinforce transactional English, politeness, and culturally appropriate conversation endings. 3. Portion sizes and sharing. Polite questions about portions. Is this portion enough for 2 people to share? How many servings does this dish provide? Polite responses. Perfect. We can share it between us. That works. We'll try it together. These sentences help learners practice quantifiers, numbers, and polite interaction. 4. Personal preferences and dietary needs. Polite expressions of preference. I usually prefer lighter meals, but I am happy to try this dish. I do not eat gluten. Could you recommend suitable options? Polite responses to suggestions. Thank you. That option works perfectly. I'm glad there are safe alternatives. I'll take that dish. These exchanges teach clear, polite communication of personal needs. 5. Describing food and presentation. Polite feedback on taste. The steak is cooked perfectly and seasoned well. The dessert has a nice balance of sweetness and texture. Polite feedback on presentation. The vegetables are arranged beautifully. The plating makes the dish look very appetizing. These sentences help learners use descriptive adjectives, observation skills, and sensory vocabulary. 6. Beverages and pairings. Polite questions about drinks. Which wine pairs best with the fish? Could you suggest a refreshing non-alcoholic drink? Which drink complements the chocolate cake best? Polite responses. Thank you. I'll try the Chardonnay. That sounds perfect. I'll have the lemonade. These interactions help learners practice polite exchanges and advanced vocabulary. 7. Group dining and social interaction. Polite ways to share dishes. This dish is perfect for sharing. There is enough for everyone. I really like the variety of flavors in the appetizers. It makes sharing more enjoyable. Polite questions about preferences. Does anyone prefer lighter meals? Who would like to try dessert together? These sentences practice plural nouns, quantifiers, and polite group communication. 8. Requests and gratitude. Polite requests for additional items. Could I have an extra napkin, please? Would it be possible to get another glass of water? Polite responses. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That will be perfect. Thanks for helping. Polite farewells. Thank you very much. The food and service were excellent. Please give my compliments to the chef. Have a great evening. I look forward to visiting again soon. These sentences reinforce politeness, cultural etiquette, and smooth conversation endings.